Hi, my name's Jackie, and this is a mindful moment from the Enchanted Forest. For today's mindful moment, I want to start with a quote from Dr. Becky Kennedy. And it goes, "A dysregulated adult cannot regulate a child. We must embody the calm we hope to teach." This is way easier said than done. Most of us are not super calm and regulated all the time. And in fact, I don't think most of us even realize that we are not. So, I have a real time example. This happened about a month ago where I caught myself like mid reactive pattern and I paused and I did just a little nervous system regulation technique to get more present, to allow myself to get more regulated. And it totally shifted how I parented in that moment, and it totally shifted my kids' response, even my dog's response. So, here's the story. About a month ago, I'm in the kitchen at the island getting dinner ready. And I can have a very busy mind and I can have a very scattered mind, especially if I've had a day that has been go, 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 which was this day. And so I recognize that about myself, and I am getting ready to turn on some Nora Jones. I'm getting ready to like boil the water. And I just told myself, like, I'm going to focus on getting dinner ready, and it's going to be kind of a form of like a meditation to me. I'm just going to kind of like slowly allow the thoughts to settle and focus on what I'm doing. Right about that moment, I hear my 10-year-old come running down the stairs, and I hear my golden doodle come running down the stairs after her, and my daughter yells, "I'm out of screen time," and starts running laps around the kitchen island while I'm trying to get water boiling. And I felt my blood pressure rising. My reactive pattern was I was like this close to telling her that I would add more screen time. like I'm sure that's why she was doing what she was doing, because she wanted to get back on Roblox. And then I recognized it and I took a big cooling out breath. So cooling out breath is super easy and super effective. It's basically a longer exhale than your inhale. And the scene probably looked comical because I just kind of like paused and I was just breathing and just observing and sinking into the chaos around me. My dog's barking, my daughter's running and being crazy, and I'm breathing. And I had this thought. My daughter's 10. In a few more years, she is not going to want to come hang out with me in the kitchen. This time is so fleeting. I know we know this as parents, but when we are reactive, we don't always think this. But in that pause, in those 3 breaths, I thought this. And I looked at her. At this point, she's rolling around on the ground with the dog. And I say, "Do you want to help me get dinner ready?" To which she replied, "Yes." And so I said, "When you've washed your hands, I would love for you to help." And I continued to do my cooling out breath. It's not necessarily like a magic trick where it works right away. I did my cooling out breath while she was dumping the pasta in the water and some pasta was spilling on the ground. I did my cooling out breath while she was helping me to mix the salad and the lettuce was flying all over the place. And a funny thing happened. By the end of our meal prep, I felt a lot calmer. In fact, I actually was laughing with her and I thought that the whole thing was super fun and we had a great time. My daughter was much more regulated, and our golden doodle actually had found a spot to relax on the ground and took a little nap. So my dog also was regulated. And my daughter was so proud when it came time for dinner that she had helped prepare the entire meal. And we had a great dinner together as a family that I honestly don't know if we would have had I given her more screen time, because I'm not anti-screens, but screens don't help regulate. In fact, they often make the mind a little bit more scattered. And I think this is such a tough thing to balance as parents. But the more and more often I can think about these moments where we can really connect and we can really put the screens down, the more magic tends to happen in our house, the more connection we really tend to have. And so I wanted to share this because, one, I think all of these nervous system regulation techniques, like the meditation, the breath work, the yoga, those types of practices, have really been such a godsend for me to even be able to recognize when I am in a reactive state. If you're not aware of it, it's so difficult to change it. And B, I think that I used to feel really guilty for even pausing and going within. It was I was constantly looking in my external environment, thinking that it was my job to manage everyone's energy in the house and thinking, of all the to-do lists and all the things that I had to do, that I never took time to go within and actually take a big deep breath or actually notice how I was feeling inside. And back to the Dr. Kennedy quote, when that becomes the first thing you do, when you're feeling your blood pressure rise, when you actually say, oh, nothing good is going to come out of my reaction right now until I go within and I slow my breath down a little bit. It's so difficult to help our kids get regulated because they essentially borrow our nervous system response. They're still learning how to get their own emotions regulated. So it's not only helped me to have more peaceful and calm moments, it has actually also helped my kids to do the same. So, okay, I am just building up this YouTube channel and I would love for you to like and subscribe. And I am happy to take requests and just drop it in the comments if you'd like to see any little videos or tips and tricks about things that you're struggling with in your home. I have mindful minutes on a playlist that are for ages 4 to 8, and they're 1 to 3 minute little mindfulness tidbits that kids can do. I have tween meditations and yoga, and I have adult meditations and yoga as well. So I would love to build a community around this and would love to see you guys more and more on here. Have a great day.